team effort, and it's wide open for the layup.
We had a 20-second injury timeout. Boswell is over on the Nugget bench. There's something wrong with his right foot.
Well, took a real big bump on the head in a game not too long ago.
Issel is excellent on that roll to the glass, and he was hurt. Danny Issel may be badly hurt.
There's the play as he went in for the shot. He fell down. We're watching him hit the floor.
He's up now.
3%. He better leave it like it is.
That's right.
76ers bring it down. They trail the Nuggets 7-4. Cleveland this afternoon. Houston, Washington tonight. Irving on the bad pass. Thompson bring it to Wilkerson. Loose ball. Sloppy at both ends. Maurice Cheeks. He started every game. Bibby right side. Ellis was battling. Caldwell Jones got it up in the end. He was
Boswell.
Thompson to the glass.
When he's got it going.
Charles. Irving with him. They go into the corner now. Work it into Issel. Dawkins with 5 seconds on the shot clock. Issel missed that time. Philadelphia's defense excellent. Jones at the other end.
Beautiful pass. He bounced it.
Good spin by Boswell. That set the play.
Here we have that fast break situation, and we have a good bounce pass over to Caldwell Jones. They had a 4-on-2 down the floor, and when you have that advantage, you're going to score most of the time.
Jones inside that jump hook again. Wilkerson and its goaltending scoring. Put up 2. Lose if Denver is to win the Midwest Division. Boswell coming in. Dawkins stayed right with him. Cheeks rotates to the middle off to the doctor. Back to Bibby, deflected by Scott.
Assist, first time since 73 with this club.
Irving spins to the left.
The doctor.
Going. David Thompson for Denver hits the field goal. The score here is 13-12. Thompson and Cheeks is there, and then David comes right up.
Got that basket strictly with his great jumping ability.
As a result, Hot Rod is the 3-point lead. The doctor is fouled. Bobby Wilkerson is there. Big George McGinnis.
And there's his calling card. He says, if you find my shoe, bring it back. Big George. Boy,
he tore ligaments in his left ankle. That is why he is not playing. The foot is in a cast. Doctors say he will not return this year. If he hits it, they'll be back to within 1. To update you quickly, as Rick Berry comes alive. Jump hook by Caldwell Jones. Tonight, over the Pacers. I'll try not to confuse everybody, Hot Rod, with 2 games going at once.
You've been incredible. Working the boat.
Cheeks from Caldwell.
Straight.
Boswell drives for the layup.
And everybody would be having a nice summer vacation by May.
Goes to Caldwell. He'll take an outside shot. This is the big lineup. Irving stayed with it.
Person really go that offensive floor.
Foul underneath. Irving coming up on Boswell.
All right. But then quickly goes right back up and gets it on the second effort.
Notice that inside position that he had.
Game this afternoon. They are going to wind up number 3 in the East, and they would open on Wednesday night here against New Jersey. If they lose and if Houston wins tonight. And Houston can slide all the way to 5th. Another outstanding coaching job. That young team is poised. Irving, nice delay shot.
That's a tremendous shot. He had Boswell draped all over him, and he called when he was coming down and got the field goal.
Issel, Dawkins went with him, and then Danny pulled up.
Here's the pass inside. Boswell there. Watch Julius come down and then put it up off the glass and get the field goal.
Cheeks. They spin off at Dawkins. Bibby with a good play.
I believe that's Henry Bibby's 1,000th point this year, the first time that he scored that in his career. So
Havlicek only did it 16 times.
Thompson and Billy C. wanted the offensive foul that time. 24-23 here. Philadelphia up by 1, and Thompson down all over Henry Bibby. No question about that.
That's a tough way to earn 2 free throws. I think
Los Angeles carefully watching. They could go to Denver on Tuesday night, or they could be hosting Kansas City in the Forum. But must beat Phoenix later today in the Forum. Thompson scored.
Alley-oop. Oh, what a shot. That one brought rain.
CBS will have cameras in Portland for Game 2. That should be a dandy series. Dawkins is short. Loose ball foul, says Joe Gashu, and let's hold on.
That's not a good call. Dan Issel was called for the foul.
Hooked him right around the collar there, and as Issel tried to push back, he got called for the foul.
Dawkins for the field goal, and in Indiana, Kansas City's lead trimmed again to 3. They were up by 5, 21-18. Wilkerson with a good field.
The best unsung hero for
Bobby Proctor's loose. And Issel yanked down the miss. David Thompson back on defense. Scott loses control, and Maurice Cheeks, the rookie, has got it. Cheeks now rotates. The middle goes right up. Issel could not afford that third foul.
No chance for them. Just hold his ground.
Issel has it knocked away. Cheeks again. Irving's on the right. Only Scott and the doctor. That play before, Hot Rod.
Here's the steal. Cheeks to the hoop. Issel, flat-footed, right over him. Play it up and in. Timeout. 32-27, Philadelphia.
Let me get you up to date with what happened last night. New Jersey over Boston. New Jersey to the playoffs. San Antonio beaten by Houston, and you will see highlights at halftime as the Rockets stay alive for a Central Division title. Los Angeles with a big one in Portland. Highlights of that, and that was a dandy down the stretch. Phoenix losing to San Diego didn't mean anything for the Suns, who will go Tuesday night against Portland in the playoffs. 2-27, the world champions beaten by Atlanta. Issel to the field goal. 32-29. Kansas City must lose that game. Dawkins straight up on Issel.
Issel played him real good, John. He had him blocked off.
Number 5, Smith's open on the right side, and he can fly. Oh, Julius blocked. Cheeks runs it down now. Let's take Dawkins. Shot clock down to 3. Shot clock at 2, and he's short. And Caldwell Jones, the big run-up score. Into the lane, fakes, and Cheeks had to hold up for it. He fouled him, and David Thompson with a high arch. Hughes, offensive rebound, other side. Good shot.
Good pass by Kim Hughes that time. He got it.
Oswell spins. Dawkins off.
He got that ball out to Julius.
Smith in and out. Taken out by Cheeks. Here he comes again. In a game of foot race, he missed the layup that time as the first period comes to an end. So, here in the Spectrum in Philadelphia, the 76ers driving toward third in the East, lead it 38-31.
Game-winning baskets.
Here comes Robert Smith for the Nuggets, and Jones.
Oh, that could have been goaltending.
Bench during the playoffs.
Wilkerson. They get tied up inside, and on the turnover, bad outlet by the doctor, right to Roberts. Boswell dish off. Wilkerson.
That's great defense by Caldwell Jones.
Needs a pacer comeback. Mix.
Denver needs their own comeback.
Ellis, Hughes, Roberts, Smith, and Wilkerson. This is Kim Hughes with a running hook shot, and Jones blocked it. Caldwell Jones and Mix on the floor for Billy C. Mix tried to bat it up and in, away from Bibby, and on the move comes Wilkerson. The doctor's there, one-on-one, and Bobby goes up and missed the layup. Wilkerson is off his game. 76ers with a win would clinch third and open against New Jersey Wednesday night here in the Spectrum. The doctor is fouled as he came around right to left.
Julius Erving, you've been against him many times.
You don't want to let him set up inside because that's where he comes up with moves that haven't even been invented yet. What you want to try and do is keep him away from the basket as far out on the floor as possible and hope to get help from some of your weak side players.
15 points for the doctor here in the first half. Nuggets go to Ellis, comes up. Nuggets are cold. Money's the man in the middle for the 76ers. Bibby comes to the baseline. Hughes was already fouled.
He doesn't like the call, but it was a good one. He tried to put the brakes on and double pump the fake and walk with the ball. We got a timeout.
Coach of the Celtics is sitting with the general manager of the Nuggets. Donnie Walsh has already said he will not coach the Nuggets next year under any circumstance, even though he has done a fine job as an interim coach. Knicks underhand rejection by the Skywalker.
Back to Coach's old alma mater.
Skinner. Missile taken out of bounds. 13-11. Chicago. Detroit. Doesn't mean a thing, but that one means a whole bunch. San Antonio and Cleveland tied. If San Antonio wins it, they capture the Central. They are in control of their own destiny now, and he's key in the attack for Cotton. Here it's the Doctor coming up. Issel the rebound, and a foul underneath.
We're going to call that on Boswell of Denver. And here's a technical. That'll be on Donnie Walsh.
That's a sure sign that Walsh is thinking of coming back.
Isn't anything that Boswell could do. He just happened to be there. Mix added a little acting ability to that one, so.
Carolina.
Irving over Roberts.
If he starts hitting that shot, that's what really makes him tough. Then he
leads 36-29. Scott has it knocked away. The Doctor comes out. It's Al Skinner. No, he missed the slam dunk. Instead of an easy layup, he tried to get fancy and he blew the whole thing. Scott in and out, and it's mix-off. Lead now to Eric Money, 2-on-1. Thompson, and Money puts the Sixers up 50-34. It's David Thompson. Thompson straight up on Money. Bounded to Issel. The big horse is off. The Nuggets have the nice hold of the spectrum. How's that for Philly defense? Roberts foul. Chance for a three-pointer. So it is timeout at Indiana. It is 38-32. Sobers makes it 38-34. Here it's 50-36. To the free throw line. Coming back up with that other fake. Caldwell was right there. But I noticed that Issel's right elbow has been bleeding in this period. They have not shot well, but as Issel rebounds, I want to say something about Philadelphia's defense. It's a lot better this year. Boswell glides through. The Lakers will open the playoffs. Dawkins coming up on Issel to the glass.
Darrell obviously knows that Dan didn't go put a hand up because of foul trouble, and he's...
Roberts went inside to Scott, and Mix was... Oh, look at the Philadelphia defense. Remember, Philadelphia playing without Bobby Jones. As Mix is out of the way, but scored goaltending Boswell.
Against them, so they're going to turn the tables today if they can. Here we have Mix going in, Boswell taking it right off the top of the rim.
David Thompson looking in on Skinner. He'll take the outside shot. Didn't work a play right to Roberts. They go 0 for 3, and Roberts back up. 1 of 4 scored for Anthony.
Their two guards released. They were at the half-court line. They told the big fellas, get it. We want to get that easy deuce at the other end, and it cost them that time.
They're going to need a big guard when they get into the playoffs. There's no question on that. Eric Money, I'm somewhat surprised that David Thompson hasn't had things his own way in this game. Glides inside, high arch on Irving, went down. They could have finished anywhere from 2 to 7. They could have lost the playoff spot. Mix with a good shot. They have left up a playoff position. So the burden is on Denver if they can come back now. It is obvious Kansas City will have its hands full. Dawkins is short with a miss. And the Nuggets get a string going. Scott to Issel. Here comes the big horse.
That's the second basket by Issel. Back-to-back hoops. A moment ago, he really threw it into second gear and went right by the big fella Dawkins.
Side at the perimeter. Denver must get tough at the defensive end. Irving using the Dawkins screen is off. There's all blue. The Denver. David Thompson comes up on Skinner and put it down 60-49. 40 seconds left. Denver knows they'll get it back. Money glides into the right side. Seal up. There's a foul.
That's charging. That's a good call.
It back to David Thompson. Danny Issel short. But Ellis is there. Fresh 24. They can run it out at 14. And they make it now 60-51.
I think the coach would have liked
Out now. Last shot time. Skinner pull up on Thompson. 62-51 into the first half.
The NBA on CBS.
At halftime, San Antonio 57, Cleveland 49. And if San Antonio wins, they'll capture the Central Division. The numbers that matter, 62-51. The Sixers lead it as a team. A schoolyard game, and Julius is on the floor. You are in trouble. No
offensive board. He had 17 points, making 7 of 15 shots in the first half.
And I'll tell you a couple of teams that have looked good all year. The only two teams with winning records on the road in the NBA, the world champion Washington Bullets under Dick Motta and the Seattle Supersonics under Lenny Wilkins. They burned the doctor. He had his back turned on defense. Bibby blocked. Thompson, David Thompson has come alive. He looks like he may take charge of this game. Here it is. Thompson behind his back. This is it. Showtime. Here he comes.
Here's the pass.
Notice what happened was that Bibby was at the other end of the floor. They had a 5-on-4, and they had to pick up David. He made a beautiful pass to Issel.
The ball for Billy Cunningham and out of Indianapolis. The Pacers just missed a technical foul free throw that would have tied the score. Dawkins coming up on Issel. Puts a move on the doctor. Turns on him. He wants the shot and got it.
Interesting point about Dawkins being a pro.
Caldwell goes away from him, and Charles Scott on the turnover, and eluded Dawkins. Down the middle comes Charles, almost lost his dribble, underhand, Bibby. Here's the doctor, moves on Issel.
Dribble drive a moment ago. Bibby let him up with a chest pass between the legs. Here we go. Get out, Dan. He's got you beat right in.
Dawkins backs, bounces, ricochets, half blocked. Thompson down in the middle, lead passes Boswell. Let's see what he can do this time. Wilkerson gliding from the right side, misses the left-handed shot. Boswell to the floor, and there's a loose ball foul.
Toward you, whereas if you go right up into him or over him, then he's going to foul you.
Thompson over Bibby for the field goal. Champions, no easy assignment in Landover. Thompson up in the air, and he's put together a couple. 69-61. Total command of a basketball game. Irving up over Thompson at the other end. California in training does Danny Issel, and Thompson again from the corner. Let me check his scoring right now. 24 points.
You said, Brent, Thompson's taken over. I think last year he got 50-some the last game. He might be on his way again.
That's what he did. Then the pressure was on Durbin, and here's Anthony Roberts.
Go to it.
They want it.
And you're going to get a foul, too. Here's the shot. Was knocked away. Roberts moved right in, wisely going in, and up goes Caldwell, and you cannot do that.
And if the Nuggets do not come back and win, the Los Angeles Lakers will be in Denver Tuesday night. Haley, the directors, and the men behind the scenes, they do a terrific job with that tournament. So even if you don't like ball particularly, watch the Masters. It's worthwhile. The 76ers would like to respond. Blocked by David Thompson. It's offensive foul as Bibby went back on him, and here come the Nuggets.
The guy went a little bit too far out.
Bibby and Dawkins coming over the top.
That's the old room record. Dunked by Daryl Dawkins, and watch his backboard shake when he knocks it down. Here it comes. Look at that backboard swing. Another angle. We'll look at it again.
Billy Knight has just put Indiana up by 4 over Kansas City. 68-64. Back to David. He's the main man. There's no doubt. Dish to Issel. And Thompson drew all kinds of attention in the middle.
He does that.
73-68. Sixers. And the Nuggets have come back. Dawkins with a good outside touch. Skinner. Down the middle. Delay. There's a whistle. She came to the glass.
That basket would have counted had he made it. He's fouled in the act of shooting going.
Another game, and here it's Al Skinner. 76-68. Sixers and the Nuggets.
Well, you're doing a good job broadcasting 2 games here.
Skinner has his free throw. Hillman as well. Issel now. Dawkins staring at number 44. Anthony Roberts will try a perimeter shot, and Boswell is fouled by Dawkins.
Well, not only the foul, but they had a little physical contact on that one, so Daryl's not looking too lightly toward Tom Boswell's way.
Technical foul against Elmore, and Scotty Wedman converts. It's a Nuggets. And Mix to the glass for the field goal. Timeout in Indianapolis. Called, and you can get an idea of how I'm keeping up to date on Kansas City, Indiana. This is that game right here. Timeout. Indiana dishes Elmore with a miss. Lacey with a rebound. They lead it by. And that Hot Rod put in the Hall of Fame.
That's right. This is probably the best all-around basketball player that ever played. He could do everything.
The big O, Oscar Robertson, and they gave him a standing ovation. He was out here to give the awards for the hot shots. And of course, as the season unfolds, we'll have the finals here on CBS. There he goes. Looks like he's lost a few pounds. He put on some weight about a year ago. I'll tell you what, he can still get somebody down there, post him up for 2, couldn't he? Here's Scott going whistle, top of the circle. Irving controls. Outlet pass now to Skinner. Checks the right side. Spins inside, comes with a shot. Stays with it on the rebound. Good follow by Al Skinner.
That ball just bounced perfect for him because
Elmore and Banham each playing with 4. They now trail the Kings by 7. Taken down by Skinner. Here's Eric Money in a foot race inside of Scott.
Good old Charlie go flying by.
Roberts, reverse underneath.
Nice move by Roberts. He could have gone up on one side and got it blocked. He decided to go the other way, use the basket as the screen. Good.
Kings, they beat Denver 3 out of 4 this year. Mix coming up to the line on the foul call, and here's little Robert Smith. Should be tremendous this year. I'm just thinking about who I would favor right now. You would have thought Washington for a while. Seattle has come on. Dick Motta has had some injuries. Kansas City and the Lakers play each other. That'll be Tuesday night in L.A. Jones off, and Cleveland has come back. It is San Antonio 66, Cleveland 61. Here it's Eric Money for 2, 87-71.
Money player, they named that man just right.
Inside to the big horse, score it, and he'll come to the line.
Old Dan just fell right into that one. Lean on in there, big guy. I know we're having a
You're
check
going to
plate.
find out before the season, right? Money won the layup, came in a little too far, and Mix.
Steve Mix with a nose for the ball. Just
Important part of this ball club.
Wallace is off, and right there, came right into the hands of Bobby Wilkerson.
Little hand in the back there of old Caldwell. He went.
Money. He has come alive, hasn't he? 91. The way they're unfolding is clear because Houston will play tonight, and they must win to hold a home court advantage, no matter what happens this afternoon. Wilkerson for Denver to the left hand. Jump hook by Jones. And Indianapolis, Kansas City has gone up by 10 points. Roberts to the glass, whistle outside, no basket before the shot. Foul is called.
He's had a tough season physically, too. I saw him the other day, and he's got a black eye. I said, how in the world did you get that?
Ellis spins to the left. Robert Smith pulls it up. Misfired, but Roberts went right to him off the glass.
He had Skinner on his back and just held him away. Roberts, good play on the offensive board.
There is the San Antonio score. They win, and they win the Central Division if they can hold on, but Cleveland stayed away with it.
13 by Denver. That's been your difference.
Hughes muscles off now to Wilkerson. Wilkerson to the left, and wide opens Anthony Roberts. He's an excellent shooter. You certainly cannot leave him alone there. Faces Hughes.
Shoot it, Darryl.
He will.
He just knows that no one can get up there and bother him on his shot.
Who around him and comes to the attack.
Chug on back here, Mix.
Off to Scott, who penetrated inside, and a chance for the three-point play.
Wilkerson penetrating the baseline, committed himself, dropped it back. Charlie in for the layup, and right there, the elbow cut him in the back of the head from Eric Money.
Looking at the scoring for the 76ers, Irving with 24, Dawkins with 16, Mix with 13, Money with 12, and
I enjoyed your little chat with them. Now it's by the Sixers Bureau in. It'll be 2-shot foul.
Mix gamble, Thompson comes inside and scored, a chance for a three-point play. 95-91.
Give it down low here, and you see him get double-teamed. He has a little bit of daylight, and there's Caldwell Jones. What a super play. He went up, hung a little while, walked on air, and put her down.
And
Here comes Superman on his shoulder to get that shot away and banked it in.
And just as important as the doctor, Cheeks is back, and he does indeed make it 91.
Up the floor, he's going inside a little more.
Jump hook by Caldwell over Boswell.
That's not a good percentage shot, and he shot it like he made it every day.
Dibby staying with Thompson. Cheeks came to double team. Thompson went to the right side. 29 for David. Have the big guard who can go in there on him. Wilkerson on the steal, and here it comes. Two more, and he was under pressure.
Caldwell Jones ran him down, but got there too late.
97, 95, and 6:22, and let's go to work. Foul on Issel.
Here's that layup a moment ago. Thompson will get the basket, lead him perfectly. Caldwell chasing him hard from behind. David took a little quick look, knew he was there, and just laid it up softly. We're back to live action.
Dawkins, Irving to the rebound. Foul call as the Doc came back up.
They're jockeying for position and who they want to play.
Irving. The Sixers up by 3 at 5:57. And the San Antonio Cleveland score. San Antonio by 12. A win gives them the Central. The Doctor, a free throw and a field goal. And it's a 5-point lead. Thompson, score it, I believe. Yes, indeed. Give it and send him to the line.
Here's the old pressure player.
There's Thompson again. That is 34. Here's the Doctor, and he was sealed up. Foul, too. Boswell there. He got him.
Yes.
You have him driving baseline. I think most of the time you'd like to have him going towards some defensive pressure. He was able to get inside and draw the foul that time. He made a good call.
19 points for Wedman. It is now 97-86 in that game, and here it's 198, and the Doc couldn't do it. Nickerson to the left. Issel powers in. And a big rebound by Boswell. Jones fouls him, score it. He has tied the score. He can put the Nuggets ahead here in Philly.
Perfect position. Watch him fight for this ball. Working with Jones. He takes it away. Good head and shoulder fake. Back up, spin it off the glass. It counts, and he's fouled.
Trailed all game until right now. 101 to 100. 4:32 to go. They front Dawkins on the double teams effective. So Bibby and Thompson got a hand on it. And Bibby says he creamed me. Aren't you going to call a foul? Look at.
You have David Thompson going up, catching Bibby's shot. Bibby thought he got fouled. He tried to spread his legs out to get a piece of him and everything.
Dawkins will inbound now for the 76ers. Throws it deep to Bibby. Thompson gambled and missed. They got an open man. Irving and Hughes flies out and buries it. Thompson has it knocked away by Skinner. Open man. Uh-oh, house call.
Great defensive play. Ball was knocked away. Julius on his way down. House call. Here it comes.
Take it on to the hoop.
And here's Indianapolis.
That's a good play. Thompson brought the ball down right in the area of the defensive man. He was able to swipe it away from him, recover the ball, give it to Julius to head for the dunk.
97-88. Kansas bounce into the Doc. Issel watches Dawkins. Dawkins turns, comes up. Taken down by Scott on offense. Cross quickly to David Thompson. He hits another one. If there and keep the advantage on Atlanta. Irving stayed with it the second time. They didn't seal him up.
When he took that shot, the defensive man should have stepped in and blocked him away there. Would have had the rebound.
106-103. Thompson would have counted if it had gone, too.
Right.
Go over his back.
Hits the first free throw, misses the second. He'll now get the penalty.
It's the free throw.
Holy mackerel.
Oh, close to the title now. Well, I'll tell you, Al Skinner's really coming with David Thompson. Al Skinner, there's a foul called. I want to tell you.
Guy on a dunk shot, the Doctor will take it up. Look at those shoulders up there.
David Thompson with 40. Shot clock down towards 5. Billy must hurry now. Here's Caldwell Jones. High bounce taken down by Issel. The Nuggets can go ahead. Sit carefully. Skinner right there. He's in his shorts. Scan is blocked by Jones. Big defensive play. Jumps are not yet set. Irving looks in on Boswell. A dandy one here in the Spectrum. Short. Skinner throws up left-handed. Stayed with it.
This quarter.
Thompson comes up. Foul called on Skinner. And Al can't believe it.
3 to make 2. Here's the miss by Skinner. Then he'll follow it up. Skinner is fouled out. He follows the shot here. Tips it up. and in. What a big play with only 28 seconds left in the game.
He does it. 110 to 109, and now Cunningham will call timeout. And David Thompson has scored 42 points.
Press up, Havlicek.
Shot clock to 10. Winding down. Irving double team. Cross court, but Jones is there. Jump hook. That should do it. Down. It looks like the Kings are going to win the Midwest Division. It'll be Denver and LA Tuesday night. Congratulations to the Kansas City Kings on their division triumph. Here, David Thompson's been unbelievable. With that field goal, he has 44 points here this afternoon.
Philadelphia takes a timeout with 1 second. They want to pass the ball to midcourt, but they have this one. This has been quite a game.
And welcome those of you who are waiting for the Long Beach Grand Prix. You've just seen the final shot as Philadelphia beats Denver 112 to 111. Philadelphia winds up third, and there is our most valuable player. On a losing team today, he was magnificent. And the Chevrolet Most Valuable Player Award goes to David Thompson. Chevrolet $1,000 scholarship thus will be awarded to David Thompson's school. And we go to North Carolina State with that $1,000 scholarship. And now the playoff matchups are set. Still to be determined whether it'll be Atlanta or Houston with the home court advantage. But in the West, it's Seattle and Kansas City earning the byes. It will be Phoenix taking on Portland, Denver, and LA, and over